Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do something a little bit fun. We're going to be doing a basket weave stitch. So let's dive right on in. You want to start with a slip knot, like so. And you're going to chain in multiples of 6 plus 3. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay. Now we're going to add our 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to go 3 stitches. We're going to skip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go into the back loop. And the reason I do this is because when you want to add a pretty border at the end of your blanket, it makes a much nicer finish because it'll make both ends of your blanket match, and it'll be much easier to put in your edging that you'd like. It's a little bit annoying, but it pays off in the end. Okay, so we're going to skip. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and into that 3rd stitch there. See these back bumps here? 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go ahead and put a double crochet into that little back bump right there. Okay. Excellent. And we're going to continue doing that all the way down the row. Like I said, it's a little bit annoying to go into these little back bumps. But diligence does pay off. Whoops. So you're going to continue placing a double crochet into each back bump of this first row. This is our foundation row. And I'll meet you at the end and show you what's next. When you're finished with that row, you should have something a little bit like this. This is our foundation row. So let's continue. You're going to chain 2 and turn your work. This chain 2 we just did will count as our first double crochet. So we're going to move on to this stitch here, and we're going to work a double crochet into the front post of this double crochet stitch in the foundation row. Okay, so we'll do it just like that. I'll walk you through it. Yarn over and go right into that front post, and then put your double crochet. One more. Yarn over into that front post. You pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. So you should have 3 front post double crochets here. Let's move on to the next cluster of 3. You're going to yarn over and go into the back loop. Okay, instead of going in the front, we're now in the back. You're going to pull up a loop and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over into the back loop. You're going to pull up a loop. You'll have 3 on that hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and pull through the second 2. Okay, let's do our 3rd. Yarn over into the back of that stitch, into that back post. You're going to put a double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2. So we now have 3 front post double crochets, 3 back post double crochets. Let's go back and work in the front again for another cluster of 3. Yarn over, into the front post, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the front post, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. And the last one, yarn over, into the front post with a double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. We're going to repeat again. So we have 3 front, 3 back, 3 front, and guess what comes next? You got it! 3 back post double crochets. Yarn over, into the back loop, that back post, sorry. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Yarn over, into the back post, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Here's your final one for this cluster. Yarn over, into that back post, making sure once and for all you can really see what I'm doing. Okay, got 3 loops on that hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now I want you to continue this pattern until the end of your row, and I'll meet you back at the end. All right, at the end of this row, you'll see you have 3 more to work into. Okay, we're going to need to work into the back. As you see, we've continued the pattern. So you're going to yarn over into that back post as you've been doing. You're going to put your double crochet. Got your second one, and place a double crochet into that back post. And here's your last one, into that back post. Okay. Now, to finish this row, what we're simply going to do is yarn over, and we're going to work a half double crochet right here into the corner, okay? So you're going to go in, and it's a little bit tricky at times, but you're going to find that little loop there, and it should be 2 loops you're working through. Makes a better finish, I promise. There you go. So you see those 2 loops that we got right here at the top of that post, at the top of that stitch here, and you're going to go ahead and work a simple half double crochet. That simple, okay? That's how you end this row. So then you're going to chain 2 and turn your work. For our second row, we're going to yarn over, and remember, this chain 2 will count as a double crochet. Into the next stitch, we're going to continue the same pattern as before, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to work a front post double crochet. So we'll do 1, 2, let me slow down just a minute. You're going to yarn over, place that double crochet, pull up that loop, yarn over through 2, and yarn over through 2, and that's your first 3. You're going to go into that back post again, okay? Yarn over into that back post. He didn't want to go in there. And work a double crochet. And then into your third, work another double crochet. So you see the pattern continues to unfold. Here we are at our third cluster, front post double crochet, yarn over through the first 2 loops, then the second 2, yarn over into that front post, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Okay, and our third in this cluster, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. So continue working in the same pattern as you did before, and I'll show you what to do at the end of the row. When you reach the end of this row, like you did the previous row, you're going to be yarning over and going into those 2 little loops. You want 2 on your hook, okay? and yarn over and pull through all the loops to make that half double crochet. And you see it's nice and square, got a nice shape going. Then you're going to chain 2. See that? It's coming out really pretty so far. You're going to do one more row just the same, and then I'll show you what happens in the next. Here we are at the end of our row, and this is the end of our 3rd row, not including the foundation row we did when we began. We're going to add our last back post double crochet. That's our last in that cluster of 3. And then we're going to yarn over, and remember I told you, you're going to find where you have those 2, you're going to go right in between where you have those 2 loops. Makes a nicer finish, and you're going to half double crochet into that. Okay, see how it's all lining up and looking really pretty? Okay, go ahead and chain 2. Remember, the chain 2 counts as your double crochet, so we're going to start working into this cluster of 3. But there's a twist now. Instead of going into the front post, now that we've done those 3 rows of starting with the front post double crochet, we're going to start doing 3 rows of starting in the back post. So we're going to yarn over, and into the back post we're going to insert a double crochet. Yarn over, back post, double crochet. See that? See how that beautiful ridge is starting to appear? Starting to make everything pop out really cool. Let's continue. This is our 3rd and final of the back post for this moment. And we're going to work it right on in. Now, for the next cluster, we had a bunch of back posts here. We're going to go in the front post now. Okay? So we're going to yarn over, work into the front post, and we're going to place a double crochet. Okay? Yarn over, into the front post, double crochet. Yarn over, front post, double crochet. So you're going to continue this pattern, and I'll meet you at the end once you've completed an additional 2 rows. So since you've already done the 3 of the front post from the beginning, these here, and you're beginning to work the first of 3 rows starting with the back post double crochet, complete this row and 2 additional starting with the back post, and I'll see you in just a moment. When you finish up, you'll have something a little like this. It's just adorable. I just love all of this texture. Let me pull in and let you feast your eyes on that. Isn't that great? And you can actually just remember and keep track of where you are working the basket weave stitch. If you just remember, like I told you, you'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. When you see 4 ridges here, it's time to switch again, because you're only going to have 3 when it's all said and done. And you can use this for scarves, for blankets, for whatever you'd like. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you next time. From my heart to your hooks.